this universe for which they will not be able to give a, into inverted commas, channeled answer.
I like the inverted commas.
And even better, it will make perfect sense to the other guy. Perfect. This is working. Okay. Now, in the olden context, let's say you are not in this time and space. It's not that these issues did not exist in a past life or whatever. But when you applied metaphysics to physical issues, what you landed up doing was a transposition of time and space. Let me explain this clearly. So 100 years back, if you landed up with a story which was very painful in these areas, and you went to a guru, or you went to a healer, or an enlightened person, what he did, he gave you some mantra, he did something for you, he did a puja, he did this, your dosha got settled out, your planets got fine, you wore a ring, you did all the discourse. Now with that, remember this is physics. Okay? All that you managed to do was to suspend this story in a time-space continuum with the deal that I will take it back on my head when I am more empowered to do so. So in that particular life, I experience what I call as a miracle healing. And in this area, it's sorted out. But in a subsequent life, I've got this package waiting right for me, which is exactly what happens whenever you go to a magic man. All he does is he takes the weight off your shoulder and keeps it suspended here till your shoulders become strong enough to take the weight back. Now this has been going on for cycle after cycle after cycle. Now the big jhol is 2012. Okay. So you're looking at a wall of energy where the entire paradigm of time and space is shifting. Because the way you understand time and space in a third dimensional earth is not the way in which you understand time and space in a 4D story. Which now means that any metaphysical application for this resolution is going to just hit this wall and come back to you. Because you can't transfer it beyond the wall. Are you getting it? And that's the prime reason why, even though you have all this awareness, these three core issues are not getting sorted out. So people who have intimacy issues still have intimacy issues. And people who are insecure about money are not able to make the money come. Though they are empowering thousands of people with knowledge here. But the rokra is not coming. Okay. So the basic funda behind the story is that you are at a point where you are now no longer in a situation where you can push this beyond this line. Now, if you can't push this beyond this line, then that leaves you only with one option. Which is love and light. Now the definition of love and light in the healing context. So love gets defined as the acceptance of all there is for what it is. Because anything other than that is a deviation of love. And light becomes the wisdom behind the process. Acceptance of all that is for what it is. And light becomes the wisdom behind the process. Which now means that if in any of these areas you are stuck, the only way to negate it is number one, to not fight it. It won't go. I can bet this, it won't go. What happened to you? This one. I said, so from where you are at this moment, the only way to tackle this is, number one, don't fight it. Number two, understand that if at this moment of time it's been given to you, the divine wants it to be there. Okay. And number three, if the divine wants it to be there, there's a freaking benefit that you have in it. Otherwise it cannot be there at this moment. Okay? Which then means scrap everything, drop the ego.